A new weapon is changing the rules of naval warfare, and it's aimed right at the heart of U.S. power projection. China's DF-21D ballistic missile, a precision carrier killer, can strike moving ships from over 2,000 kilometers away. That means America's once untouchable aircraft carriers are now in the crosshairs. Washington scrambles to respond with hypersonic technology. But is it too little, too late? In this video, we'll break down how China is redefining modern naval strategy and reveal a radical plan to turn aging warships into hypersonic missile platforms. The DF-21D isn't just a missile, it's a signal. A signal that China is no longer playing catch-up but changing the game entirely. Known as the world's first operational anti-ship ballistic missile, the DF-21D marks a monumental leap in military capability. Unlike conventional cruise missiles that skim low and slow, this weapon descends from space, targeting moving aircraft carriers with pinpoint accuracy. Developed by the People's Liberation Army Rocket Force, the DF-21D is a variant of the DF-21 series originally introduced in the 1990s. What sets the D-type apart is its mission, targeting maritime assets, particularly U.S. aircraft carriers. With a range estimated between 1,500 to 2,150 kilometers, it can strike carriers before their aircraft even get within operational range. Its two-stage solid-fuel rocket motor makes it road mobile, meaning it can launch from anywhere inside China's vast interior, making it incredibly hard to preemptively neutralize. At launch, the missile exits Earth's atmosphere before re-entering at high speed. According to reports, this warhead is accurate within 20 meters, which is enough to cripple or sink an aircraft carrier. But how does it see its target? That's where China's broader A2AD ecosystem kicks in. The DF-21D doesn't work in isolation. It relies on a network of satellites, over-the-horizon radar, drone surveillance, and electronic warfare systems to track, update, and strike moving targets on the open sea. This sensor-to-shooter integration is what makes the missile so lethal. According to the Pentagon's 2023 China Military Power Report, China now fields over 1,000 DF-21 variants, with a significant portion being DF-21D. These weapons fundamentally reshape operational planning. U.S. naval forces can no longer safely park near Taiwan or the South China Sea without being exposed. Carriers, which cost upwards of $13 billion each, have become high-risk assets in contested waters. Faced with this emerging missile threat, the United States has begun to develop its own futuristic response, hypersonic weapons. At the heart of this strategy is the conventional prompt strike missile, America's first long-range, non-nuclear hypersonic weapon intended for naval deployment. Its goal? Strike targets with Mach 5+ speed and surgical accuracy before an enemy even knows what hit them. The CPS follows a two-part design, a rocket booster and an unpowered glide vehicle. After separation, the glide vehicle travels at hypersonic velocity through the atmosphere, capable of maneuvering mid-flight to evade defenses. This makes it nearly impossible to intercept with today's missile defense systems, which are tuned to slower, more predictable threats. What's remarkable is the range. The CPS can hit targets over 2,200 nautical miles away in under 30 minutes, more than double the range of a DF-21D. It's designed for rapid response and strategic precision, offering the Navy a new form of reach in high-risk zones like the Taiwan Strait or South China Sea. But here's the catch: deployment is lagging. The Navy's current plan is to first arm 3 Zumwalt-class destroyers with 6 CPS missiles each. That's only 18 missiles total in the short term. Phase 2 involves integrating the system into Block 5 and Block 6 Virginia-class submarines using the Virginia payload module. Each submarine could carry up to 12 CPS missiles, but these subs won't fully enter service until the 2030s. That slow rollout is a problem. While China already deploys multiple hypersonic systems, including the DF-17, and the U.S. is struggling with production delays, high costs, and industrial bottlenecks. At the current rate, the U.S. will field only a fraction of the missile count needed to deter or respond to a mass launch scenario in the Pacific. And traditional options aren't enough. The Tomahawk cruise missile, a workhorse for decades, has a range of only 900 nautical miles and travels at subsonic speed. Aircraft like the F/A-18 and F-35C are similarly constrained by launch distance and refueling needs. Rather than building new ships from scratch, which takes years and billions of dollars, some defense experts are pushing a bolder, faster solution: repurposing decommissioned or aging warships into floating hypersonic missile platforms. The concept is simple, but its impact could be game-changing. Let's look at the Ohio-class submarines first. Originally designed to carry nuclear weapons as part of the U.S. strategic deterrent, several have already been converted to conventional roles as SSGNs equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles. Each of these subs can launch 154 Tomahawks. But with CPS missiles being larger, analysts estimate they could hold 66 hypersonic missiles each if modified. Converting all 14 remaining Ohio-class boats would yield a staggering 924 CPS missile capacity. Then there's the Nimitz-class aircraft carriers. As newer Ford-class carriers are commissioned, Nimitz-class ships are being phased out. But instead of scrapping them, what if they were reconfigured as missile carriers? By removing flight decks and installing launch tubes, each ship could potentially carry 100 CPS missiles. With 10 such conversions, the U.S. could field 3,000 additional hypersonic weapons. Of course, this isn't free. Refueling nuclear reactors and installing missile launch systems would cost between $5 to $7 billion per ship, according to estimates based on prior conversions. But when you compare that to the $13 billion price tag of a new carrier, not including aircraft and crew, it's a highly cost-effective solution. And it's not unprecedented. During the Cold War, the U.S. repurposed aging cruisers into guided missile platforms by removing gun turrets and adding missile systems. The Ohio-class SSGNs themselves were part of a similar transformation in the 2000s. These converted ships wouldn't just be armed. They'd carry anti-submarine helicopters, advanced radar systems, and potentially AI-assisted targeting modules. In contested waters, they could operate as deterrence hubs, forcing adversaries to think twice before making aggressive moves. This strategy offers scalability and speed. Rather than wait until the 2040s to build enough ships, the U.S. could rearm its fleet by 2030, sending a strong signal to rivals like China. The age of untouchable aircraft carriers is over. China's DF-21D has exposed a dangerous vulnerability, forcing the U.S. to rethink its naval dominance. While hypersonic weapons like CPS offer a powerful counter, their limited deployment leaves a critical gap. Repurposing aging warships into missile platforms isn't just a creative fix, it's a strategic necessity. The future of deterrence won't be measured by the size of fleets, but by the speed, reach, and readiness of missiles. The question now isn't whether the U.S. has the technology, it does. The real question is, will it move fast enough? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, you can visit our website, spaceinews.com. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.